I already have a
Recording.
job. So I already have a job with a great pay, you know. I don't want to say but real good. You know, I can never be broke, but I always say that. So
sure you cannot.
Never. You know, I went to my stuff, I'm like, Jesus, what have I been doing, man? You know. But everyone just keep pushing. If you don't know, call people. Like if you're feeling down, just like call someone. Look for a best friend. Patrick became my best friend, and it was the one that pushed me. Like it made me believe that, hey, Raf, you can do it. Because I've heard you talk, I've heard, you know, we brainstormed. I know if others can do it, you can. So look for a best friend in KiawiTech. You know, look for somebody that have the same passion like you and run with this vision. It's very possible. And you're going to change not just your life or your family life back in Africa or wherever they are. And you're going to really make an impact. So that's my little story. You know, I just hope and pray I'll be able to mentor people, that I'll be able to come back to KiawiTech. Though I'm not going anywhere, I'm here to stay. And guess what? My job is 100% remote. I'm going to be working from home.
Wow.
You know? Yeah, 100% the route there. So it's not like I'll be going anywhere. I'm just going to chill here and be enjoying my life, you know, and getting all that money at the same time. So it's a blessing. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Madam Foster. Thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Beltus. Thank you, Romeo. I watched Romeo's video on what is it called now? Red Gate. Oh my God. I want to say, Romeo, you're doing a great job. I really respect you. I respect all the trainees, every single one of my group members. You guys are good. Just keep pushing. I'm going to support the team the best way that I can. That's my little story for now. If anyone have any questions, just feel free to ask. Thank you.
Please, let's give a big hand to Raf. Man, that's an inspiring one. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Raf.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. And congratulations one more time.
Thank you very much.
Yes. So what I've picked up from your story is you believing in yourself.
Yeah.
And also you cannot succeed in this career if you try to make yourself an island. If you had made yourself an island, you wouldn't have been where you are today. Because you had that connection with Patrick, and Patrick had that connection with Doctor, here you are today. So wherever you are, if you try to make yourself an island in this world, there's no way you can succeed. No. And another thing I picked up from you is that if you feel like getting discouraged, if you feel like getting demoralized because you're applying and you are not getting these jobs, or something is not going on right, call someone. You just need to make that one call with someone that would encourage you, that will boost your morale, right? Yeah. So that is one thing I picked from you, that you guys should take it up. Those that are still applying, those that are still looking for jobs, those that are still to get into this training, pick that up. And another thing I pick from you is that courage. You see, when you are that courageous, see the man he applied at the White House, man. When he went straight up to the White House, that is because you had the courage. That is because you knew you can even stand at the White House and you talk simple and they will hear you, because you built that courage. I'm so proud of you. So
Thank you
see
very
what
much.
courage can do. And one thing I also heard from him is being able to talk, right? When, like, I always tell those that come to class and you just sit quiet, there is no way you can succeed in this career when you keep your mouth shut, when you're not interactive in class, when you don't talk SQL. You need to talk SQL. It is only by talking that you will land that 6-figure job. There is no magic. There is no way that you go for an interview, they'll give you a laptop that configured this, set this up. No way, you have to talk. So those that come to class and sit quiet, please open up. You need to learn how to talk. The more you talk, the more you feel like, okay, now I can talk SQL, you feel comfortable, you feel encouraged, and then, that you build that confidence also. So congratulations one more time. I don't know if anyone has a question for you.
Thank you.
There's definitely Madam Foster have a question,
Okay.
Yeah. Congratulations, very big congratulations to you. I was one of the persons that I was somebody that had come. I already knew the first time I had the first one-on-one with you. I already knew one of those guys was going to keep the job very fast because you really know. So, but one thing I picked from this from everything you just said now is the amount of job you apply to. So you apply for more than 300 jobs. Yeah. So tell us your experience with all these applications that you were giving and all the calls coming in. What are some of the things that you really experienced, like talking with all these recruiters and having them rejecting some of your applications that you send? Just tell us about how that experience went about. So I can encourage those who are also in that same vibe, applying every day to so many jobs and they are not getting the right call.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Emmanuel. One thing I can tell everyone still applying to do, it's a principle I picked up anyway, that I'm going to apply for as many jobs as possible. And some of the companies reply you to tell you, hey, we are sorry, blah, blah, blah. Once I say that we are sorry, I just delete. I don't read the rest. I don't want to hurt my feelings, Don't even bother to finish reading it. I don't care. If you don't apply me, or you don't employ me, someone else will. So I try not to put all my eggs in one basket. And number two, no matter how good I perform in any interview, I try to take my mind off it completely. Like the company that called me, that employed me, after the interview, I forgot about them completely. Just keep striving, keep moving like you're in a deep ocean and you're just trying to survive. That's one secret to me. That's one way I approached my applications. And most of the interview that I did too, I just believe by the grace of God, not because I know too much. Whenever I want to analyze myself, I'll be like, man, I believe if you ask me, I have some of the recordings, but most of them are not really too technical. I can send them out. So whenever I, have those interviews, I try to make the people feel good. There is one company that is supposed to employ me that, not too long ago. The recruiter is a full-time company. That's it, the guy that recruited the company. He told me something. He said, bro, I just like you. I like the way you're vibing. I like the way you're talking with me and all that. You know what? I'm going to give you a secret of what our people need. We need someone like you. We need someone that will come here and make us feel good, and not just, and it was like, we don't just need someone that knows about SQL Server. We need someone that can talk. If they ask you, what do you like? Tell them, oh, I love music. You love this. Tell them you love life. Those kind of stuff. I met some of those people and he was able to give me some of the secrets on what to do for the next round. But unfortunately they called me, they're like, they are putting that position on hold. But once they finish deliberating, they're going to call me straight to the office. I'm not going to go through the regular process, So whenever you have an interview, don't be scared. Just have it in your head that, hey, you are the best. That's the reason why they're talking to you. Number two, just feel like, hey, if they don't employ you, your offer letter is somewhere. Just have that was the mindset around it. Just believe, hey, my letter is on someone's table right now. That person just need to get in contact with me, and that's all. So that's it, Emmanuel. I don't know if
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, just a recurring question that we usually ask people that just got a job. So, because this works differently for everybody, which are the websites or the job application site that you use that you think they were very effective?
Helpful. All right. For me, Indeed did the magic for me. Indeed, okay. I make sure I went to Indeed and I set up everything the way I'm supposed to. I put up my resume on Indeed, and I was on Monster, but I had to take off my resume from Monster. I just left because at the point I'm like, Monster is not really effective like Indeed, but Indeed did all the magic. But one other thing I do is I usually go on Google and I type current DBA jobs in America or in US, boom, and it will bring them out. So once those jobs comes out and you click them, most of them will take you to the company's site. So once I go there, I apply. Applying itself is work. So you have to be ready for that work. You know, if you're not ready, then you're not going to get the job. So that's one of my strategies. But I just feel like Indeed is what I really put my life on, and Google. I did not really use any other site, even though I registered with most of them, like Dice and the rest. I did not use them. I only used Indeed and Google.
That's why I said this particular question. Different people have different experience. Okay, my next question to you is, you said every time you have an interview, you just forget about it. But now my question for you is, how was your preparation towards those interviews? How did you prepare for the interviews? Just like enlighten us on how you did your preparation.
All right, talking about my preparation, like I said before, the Open My Offer letter bootcamp that we had, it just took me to another level. Listen, every interview I've ever been to, there is no new question that they have to ask us anymore. Everything they asked was from, you know, we've already answered them in that bootcamp. You know, so I just feel like if these people do not call me, that means that's not my job. But I try as much as possible, due to the fact that the bootcamp is more like a competition. We have people that are hot. We have June, we have Young C, we have we have people. So those people kind of like really inspired me. Yannick, Healthy, every one of them. So I try my best possible to always take notes. While you guys were asking us those questions, I was writing them down. And once I finish doing that, if I have too much time, I go back to the videos, because those videos contain, oh my God, everything you need. Like talking about migration, if you go look at the video Madam Foster did, you will get everything. Videos on YouTube are only going to give you little, like interview to beat the interview. But if you want to know, spend time with those videos, those 2 hours video. It's not going to be 2 hours now, it's going to be like 5 hours, because you want to take notes. But if you can't do that, then the best bet is go anything you want to know, like migration, for example, just go to YouTube, Tech Brothers. You're going to get the little step to beat interviews, So that's it for that.
Wow, thank you. That's all I got for Ralph. I don't know if any other person has questions for him, but very big congratulations, Ralph. And
thank you.
Like I always say, this is the end of the first phase. You are just beginning the next phase. So it's not yet the time to relax. It's the time to work more harder. Okay?
All right. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Emma. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. Yes.
Any other person has a question?
Yep.
Who is that? Philan, go ahead.
Madam Foster, someone muted me. I wanted to ask a question.
Oh, because your background was noisy,
is
so
that
I had
possible?
to mute you. Yeah, I think I already picked. Yeah, go ahead.
My background, I'm right in the room.
Go ahead,
Thank you very much.
He can go first, maybe I can.
Alright, you know why I laugh? The first I
already told them the story, but you can say it in your own way.
So, I will first of all give a brief introduction to most of your classmates who don't know you. I know that when they saw you, they are asking themselves questions that, where is this one from? But I know that you are from MPIT.
Yeah.
And you have studied SQL Server at KiawiTech when we were doing virtualization.
True.
The regular class had done virtualization almost everything. They had their virtual machines, they had their VMs. I think that they were doing something like always on availability for when you came in.
Yeah.
Or database
mirroring.
So when our first database mirroring, I really remember.
Sure.
So our first encounter, I asked myself a question that I always tell you. I told you this last time when you called me over the phone, that where did this doctor take this one to come and give me headache? Because it was just like you forgot everything about the computer. You said, but I took this program at MPIT. I said this should be a lie. Yeah. So after some time, I did not really know that you picked up that much. I attended your first round interview, and you were so good. Can you just give us the secret, how many hours you study per day, certain things that you forgo to really take the program serious, that you reach that level so quick?
Okay, truth be told, this is no lie, you know. There was a day I spent 11 straight hours. I'm not trying to scare anyone, I'm not trying to feel good or make myself feel good. There was a day I spent 11 hours. I have a wife. At the point, she was like, what are you doing? You know, sometimes the highest I've spent is like 11 straight. It is straight. I just sat down trying to go from one, because this thing is determination. I was like, I bought a brand new computer, over $1,000, you know, not because I have the money, but I say, see, I'm going to die here. Like, after this, I'm not doing any other thing. You know,
you're investing in yourself.
Yeah. So it really depends, but most of those videos, especially the core ones, you know, talking about like high availability and disaster recovery, performance tuning, security, I had to like go back. All those ones that you cannot skip in interview, I made sure I spent time with them, like reasonable amount of time. I did, and once I did that and know that, okay, even if you wake me from sleep and ask me certain questions, high-level questions, I'll be able to at least get like 80%. Then I knew that, okay, now I'm ready. You know, that was when I really started just applying. And one other thing I did is this: whenever a recruiter calls me and say, hey, can you tell us when you'll be available for an interview? I tell them, hey, if you can do it now, let's do it. Because I know if I give them the opportunity to go interview someone else, the person might get the job. So whenever they ask me, hey, when will you be available? I say now. If not now, when is your calendar open? Let's just do it. Because I have, and I made them feel like I'm working, I'm a DBA. So for that reason, I tell them I'm busy too. So I don't have time to waste. Come, let's do it now and forget about it. So it's one of my secrets. And yeah, I really try to study the best way that I can. Sometimes I forget about the time. I don't look at the time. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Raf. That's just what I wanted to know. And you told us that there are days that you study even for 11 hours. Thank you very much. So the secret is to study.
Yeah.
Other things might come after, but the secret is to study. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Study, digest the material that you've been given.
Yeah, we already have the material.
That's all I have. Thank you,
yes,
Madam.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bertus. Thank you so much. So you've heard Raf's secret. So you have to believe in yourself and you have to put in that time. Determination, believing in yourself, right? Thank you so much. So one last question and let's move on to Hersey. Oh, all right, okay, sorry, Philan, sorry.
Yeah, just one or two. Congratulations, Raf.
Thank you, boss. Thank you. Yeah.
I'm really happy for you, man.
Thank you, sir.
I just have a few questions for you.
All right.
I know I've listened to so many testimonies, but I always like to even repeat questions because I know people have different experience, you know. So I always like to add more information to what I believe I've heard before. So my very first question to you is, I picked up everything from your story, your networking, how involved you were in the program. But my first question to you is, can you tell me a little bit about the challenges or what you face during, like some of the challenges you face? You know, you guys had groups, right? Study groups that you have made up time. So what are some of the challenges that you face during your group studies, or how did the group work really help you?
Well, thanks for that question. Talking about group with KiawiTech, I joined the group like 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks. I don't think it's up to a month. Before I joined the group while we were rounding up completely. It's like doctor forgot to put me in a group, so I did not really study with my group.
Okay.
I did not, you know. I did like twice. Yeah, I remember, my bad. Yeah, I did. You know, and there we just brainstormed like, hey, is that we just shared what we know, like knowledge. It's not like we really sat down and say, hey, we want to study for 2 or 3 hours. No, I never really did that. All I did was I made sure I pay attention to the videos. Those videos are strong mix. You know, like any topic you want, I'm telling you, they are strong. Like once you can, anything you want to know, look for the video, follow the video, take down notes so that you don't need to go back to watch the video again. One time is good, but you can spend like 5 hours watching that 2 hours video. But while you were watching it, pause, play, rewind, and write down things. So next time, just go back to your note, boom, you'll be a master of that thing, you know. So that's one of the ways I approach it.
All
right.
But,
yeah, sorry. You talked about challenges. Yeah. One of the major challenges I had was time, because I had 2 jobs. Once I joined KiawiTech, I stopped one. And my that's it, the job I'm working with. When I joined KiawiTech, I cut my hours. It's not like I even did it deliberately, but I just feel like all things were just working together for my good, because I used to work 50 hours a week, but things just started happening in the company that I started working like 4 days in a week. That's like 32 hours. So I was like, oh, God is doing something. And it was during all those periods that I cut my hours, that I started having time for interviews, because most of my interviews, I tell them 5 o'clock and they respect your time. I just tell them, hey, call me by 5, because then I'll be rounding up work. And once they know that you are active, they feel, oh, this one is already a DBA. I feel like it makes them respect you the more, make them want to talk to you, than for you to just say, oh, I don't have a job right now. I tell them I'm on contract and my contract is expiring like between the next 2 weeks. That's what I always tell them, that it should have expired, but I'm just trying to extend it because of a project going on right now and I'm learning from that project. That's what I always tell them. Yeah.
All right. Thank you. That's the only question I had, man. So
all right,
we'll be connecting from time to time.
No problem. Anytime.
Yep.
Hit me up, bro. All right.
Thank you so much. So, Ralph, you're a star. They're already asking for your number. Someone wants to get in contact with you. So check the
Everyone in
Thank you so much. So,
Madam Foster, can I just give a remark? Can I just give a remark?
Foster, there's somebody got
one remark.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to give one remark.
Yeah, go ahead with your remark.
Let's not forget, he also passed his AZ 104 exam.
Oh, yeah. You just got his AZ 104.
Yeah.
That's good. Congratulations.
Thank you, Yannick.
Double congratulations.
Thank you very much.
It shows that you're not sleeping.